Hey guys, welcome back. So GARIK and Britney have finally broke their silence and addressed the whole breakup rumor. So for those that don't know, there's been a lot of speculation that the two were broken up. All this came after the backlash they were receiving for Trump supporting reposts coming from the GNB account. GARIK did make an apology video where Britney was seen looking out the window the entire time, clearly not wanting any part of it. The two then removed each other from their socials, and Britney was reposting some questionable posts that led people to believe they were broken up. So the two have finally spoken up and addressed what's really going on. They also addressed the apology video and Britney looking out the window. Britney lets it be known that GARIK is the one who runs that account and made all those reposts. Now, after this video, Britney is facing a lot of backlash for trying to shift the blame onto GARIK, and we will get into that in just a moment, but first, let's hear what they had to say.
I'm going to start off with the reposts that I have made on our couples TikTok channel. I didn't make those reposts to hurt anybody. I was actually not educated well enough. I didn't choose any of those people, but my repost made it seem like I did choose that person. So the video I did make, I looked really stupid. Me looking back at it now, I look stupid. And I made my fiance look dumb as well, which I didn't mean to make her look dumb. She wasn't looking away because she was embarrassed, and she was looking away because she didn't want to be part of that video at all. She made it clear she didn't want to be part of that video because I wasn't listening to what she had to say. So yeah, she was a little bit upset at me, and I understand. Sorry for, being dumb, honestly.
He runs GMB, which is 100% true. All those reposts were not made by me. They weren't approved by me. And no, I did not agree with anything that GARIK was doing. Didn't mean for anybody to feel like I wasn't on your side or that I wasn't speaking up for what was going on in the situation. There was a lot that was going on, and I was arguing with GARIK around that time because I was trying to speak my truth, but it always just led back to me arguing with GARIK because of what he did and what he reposted, because people were now looking at me in that way. And I didn't appreciate it at all from GARIK's side. Basically, because of those reposts that GARIK made, people were thinking that I also agreed with those reposts that I made, or that I made those reposts as well. But I 100% understand you, and I get where you guys are coming from, because it did come from the GMB account, but I don't run the GMB account. Anything that gets reposted or posted on there, it is GARIK running it. So I was really frustrated with GARIK, and I was arguing with him because I did not agree with anything that he was reposting or anything that he was saying. So at that time, I was going back and forth with him, and I felt like a lot of people wanted me to speak up about why we made those reposts. And at the time, I felt like I didn't need to speak up on those reposts because GARIK made them, which I should have. I should have basically put up my camera and made the video with GARIK and said exactly what we're saying now, but which we did try to, but GARIK, like he said, was being very hard-headed. Basically, like GARIK explained to you guys, that I did try to help him in a response video, but he wasn't really listening to me. So I don't want people to think that I wasn't on your side or that I'm against you guys, which I am completely not. Accusations that we have been getting about us breaking up. We decided to take a break because of basically everything that was going on, not just from those reposts, but because of how badly me and GARIK were arguing over everything.
And we were getting death threats too, like that's nothing to joke about either. So
everything was not its healthiest at the moment, so we decided that we were going to take a break off of social media. Not just take a break off of social media, but me and GARIK did get to a point where we were going to break up, and that's why I think a lot of people jumped to that conclusion. And I have to admit that I did have a lot of animosity and resentment towards GARIK, because I felt like he could have listened to me and understood me from a different perspective, and he wasn't. Me and GARIK were breaking up. Basically, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Me and GARIK were breaking up. Like he said, he was looking for new places for him to go and live. We did already kind of figure out the situation with the dogs, and we did already figure out the situation with the cars and everything else behind it. But after taking some time off and actually having a different type of sit down talk without being so angry with each other. And either we can go down a path where we learn from it separately or we learn from it together. And we have created such a beautiful fan base, and we have created like such a crazy support system, not just with our family but with social media. So
and we've created a beautiful relationship.
Yes.
That shouldn't get crushed over something, so it shouldn't end like that.
Yeah, I think in the beginning I would have to say I was more angry with GARIK versus he was angry with me, and I was really hurt. We did have a talk, and we did come down to an agreement that it shouldn't end this way, and that we do love each other very much, and that I was super hurt. And I know that GARIK's intention wasn't to hurt me or to hurt any of you guys. I understand that, GARIK does a lot of dumb things, but that's why I'm here to correct him and to always correct him.
So a lot of people did call Britney out for trying to wipe her hands clean and play the blame game with GARIK. This person said not her putting all the blame on him, not Britney completely bashing GARIK the entire video and blaming him for everything instead of supporting him, not how a fiancé should be. She basically blamed her boyfriend for everything and took no accountability. This is sad. To correct him, he's entitled to his own opinions, and to call him dumb, girl, be for effing real, take accountability. Just feels like Britney wants him to take the blame for it all. She threw him under the bus, shaking my head. It's so weird that Britney as a fiancé just completely threw her man under the bus. They both should have took accountability, either take the L together or actually separate if it had that much of an impact on her. I seriously feel bad for GARIK. Seems like everyone around him, including the one person that's supposed to have his back the most, is telling him he's dumb and is always doing dumb stuff. I think GARIK is young and should just be himself. And Britney needs to stop acting like she's his mom that knows best and is the perfect one and mature in this relationship. Don't throw your man under the bus because you want that check coming in. GARIK is young. He was uneducated in the matter and is just trying to live his best life. Who cares what all these people think? At the end of the day, it's your life. It's you two and only you two. Keep being yourself, GARIK, and do you no matter what. No, what this sounds like is he isn't allowed to have his own opinion, and you almost broke up with him over it, so he changed the way he thinks. Not healthy at all, by the way. Now, the next few comments are people who feel like the relationship is pretty much done. This person said, both of you guys look done with each other. Don't force it to keep going if it's not working. I'm calling it because I could see through the BS. They are either already broken up, which I think they are, or on the way to breaking up. Britney ain't fully there. She's tired. As someone older, this is the beginning of the end. Love y'all both, but foundation has been cracked. Now it's just a matter of time. And lastly, this person said, reading between the lines, y'all are basically saying you only got back together because of social media. You can rebuild your individual brand bases. Don't stay with someone if the love isn't there. You'll regret it one day down the road. So that is the end of the comments. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this whole situation. Do you guys agree that Britney was dead wrong for throwing GARIK under the bus? Also, what are your thoughts on the people saying that the relationship seems pretty much done? Do you guys agree with them? Let me know. So that is all I have on this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.